Fuck you too!
Good morning. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish. This is your Thursday, March 26th edition of the Raider Reaction Morning Show. Got a very special show for you today for Throwback Thursday, so make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end. The second half of the show, we've got a very badass segment, a jewel that we have unearthed for you. Don't want you to miss that, but I want to start out the show touching on the status of our 2020 Raider Reaction Off-Season Madden Challenge PS4 League. We just finished up Week 7, so we've got some business to attend to, as we need to do our wrap-up show and get ready as we're heading in to Week 8. About halfway through the season, the smack talk has been top level, the competition has been top level, and we are really starting to get a separation of teams who are near the top, teams who have a chance to make the playoffs, and teams that are, you're just in it for fun, hope you win a fucking prize, because that's about it. Some of them are just playing for fun. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we're here, and with all of this zombie apocalypse shit, there's even more of a void to fill now. But let's start at the top, shall we? The Power 5, and where we're at. As you'll notice, the biggest changes in the Power 5 is the previously number 3 ranked Lions. Yeah, they're not on there no more. They've slid completely off. And the Texans have moved into the 5 spot as another AFC team is finally represented in the Power 5. Now, here's the rest of the standings where all of the divisions are currently in our 2020 Raider Reaction Off-Season Madden Challenge. And here are all of your individual stat leaders.
Leading the league in passing for the number 1 team is Kyler Murray in passing yards and touchdowns. Deshaun Watson for the Eagles, leading the league in interceptions on the other side of the spectrum there. The Titans, Saquon Barkley is the beast, leading the league in rushing yards and with 11 touchdowns. Zach Ertz for the Raiders leads the league in receptions. Reception yards is led by Tyreek Hill as well as touchdowns with 17. Fred Warner for the Chiefs is leading the league in solo tackles. Ryan Kerrigan still leads the league in sacks with 17.5. Khalil Mack gaining with 12. Shazier leads the league in interceptions with 7. Tied with Fitzpatrick. Marquise Brown still leads the league with 2 kick returns, and Paris Campbell is the only punt return still.
Now, we started off the grand prize with an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey, certificate of authenticity, in the bottom of our big badass Raider box. The winner of this year's league is getting an item added in the box every single week at the end of every week. We didn't do a wrap-up show at the end of Week 6, just the way it landed. So we're doing a Week 6 and Week 7 wrap-up show. So that means we got 2 items to put in the big badass Raider box for our grand prize winner of this year's league. And first thing, we're going to put a little 3-pack of classic Raider cards. We've got Skybox Chester McLaughlin, double sleeved, as all of the cards are in my collection. Double sleeved, mint condition. Ted Hendricks, Hall of Famer card. Very nice card, mint condition. And a Howie Long, defensive end. Those are going in the big badass Raider box for the Week 6 prize. And then for the Week 7 prize, it's going in there. If you got a kid, nephew, little cousin, what have you, we've got a youth size medium, brand new Derek Carr jersey t-shirt. This is the real deal. This is no cheapie. It's one of the Nike tees. Hook up some of the youth with some silver and black. That's going in the box as well. Now, in week 6, we had a flash prize up for grabs. It was this bad boy right here, Panini Prism, Josh Jacobs, game-worn jersey rookie card. That's a $100 value right there, $75 to $100 easily. And that's only going to go up as he does, you know, what he's going to do. For the best individual receiving effort, and we had 3 very stellar entries. As take a look, here's the 3 that we had. All of them very, very good. Tons of yards, one over 400 yards, but the one that sticks out to me, it's hard to outweigh, even though Ridley had the great, had a big game, man, and that reception average per reception is stellar, but 6 touchdowns, I'm sorry, that sways it to me. Brian, owner of the Vikings, is our flash prize winner for week 6, and he's going to get this badass card to add to his Silver Black Raider collection, along with a little Raider reaction swag that'll be thrown in there as well. That means we need to have a new flash prize, and this flash prize is going to be for week 8 and week 9, because some teams will be on bye during both of those weeks, so everybody needs to have a chance to win this. This is a badass card right here. This is about an 1/8 inch thick card. This is a Hunter Renfrow Hot Routes Panini Playbook. It's numbered. This is a nice damn card right here. This would be a sweet one for your collection. We are giving this away week 8 or week 9, and I have to have photographic evidence, so I need to see a picture of that stat line at the end of your game. Whoever has the best defensive showing, and the way I want, whoever gives up the least amount of yards for the whole game is going to win this prize. Week 8 and week 9. Team defense, baby. Who's got the best defense? Who holds their opponent to the least amount of total yards? That is going to win the flash prize. Whose defense holds their team to the least amount of total yards any game in week 8 or week 9. So if you don't have a bye, you're going to have 2 shots at it. If you're unfortunate and you got a bye, well, that's just too fucking bad. That's the way life is. Suck it up, deal with it. With this coronavirus, you know, you can probably, life sucks. So sometimes it just ain't roses, motherfucker, deal with it. So if you only got 1 shot, you better play some damn D. You'll have a chance to win this bad boy. That is our flash prize for week 8 and 9.
You, sir, are a fucking douchebag.
I got a D-bag of the day. A lot of us have people that are high risk, and my D-bag goes to all those asshole-ass people that are still making it seem like it's no big deal. In the beginning, yeah, sure, because it wasn't so exposed, but now don't be coming out here contacting people. Stay your ass the fuck home so this shit can be over. And yes, I still haven't showered, and yes, I'm still in my pajamas. Why? Because I am quarantining. I'll take a shower later.
Now, for our very special segment for Throwback Thursday, I think you're going to really enjoy this. This is a fucking gem. Number 75. How we love it.
No team in professional sports intimidates opponents more effectively. And no member of his team is more relentless in his intimidation than defensive lineman Howie Long.
Show up at camp. They didn't ask me to bench any weight. They didn't ask me to do any vertical jumps. They didn't ask me to do any broad jumps. They didn't ask me to hop in a think tank and see how my bad dreams were. They gave me a helmet. You're going to play defensive line, and I started to play. I didn't know how to get to the quarterback, so my one move was just come off the ball and run everyone over. And if that didn't work, I tried to fight them. But they called me caveman because they just liked the way I attacked people. background in football knowledge was so limited that they would be going over terminology such as out of east eye right, triple slot left. And immediately I started looking around the room like, is anyone else picking this stuff up? Or am I the only one that's not getting this? And it turns out I was like the only one that wasn't getting it. They had to literally take me from square one to where I am now.
A surprise second-round draft choice from Villanova has matured into the game's most menacing defensive presence.
When you start to draw up plays, you are conscious of where he is. And you are conscious of saying, we have to do something about this guy or he may destroy what we're trying to do in the game. He's used it left defensive end, left defensive tackle, nose tackle, right defensive tackle, right defensive end. The most dominant force in defensive football today.
No one is immune to his greatness. For long attacks from all 5 defensive line positions.
Instead of one offensive lineman preparing for me, all 5 have to prepare for me. They never know where I'm coming from.
He has that knack of gathering himself and getting into the offensive blocker and at the same time continuing to move toward the quarterback. A lot of defensive linemen start playing games with the offensive tackle and they don't make progress toward the quarterback. But everything that Howie Long does is done toward the quarterback.
The ultimate team player, Long often ties up a trio of enemy pass blockers to make way for a teammate.
As long as I hear Matt Millen on the tackle or Bill Pickell on the tackle or Sean Jones on the tackle, as long as someone is making the tackle and it's not for a big gain, then I can get up from the bottom of the pile and figure I did my job. You can be a total player and an unselfish player and not necessarily a big statistical player and be a success and be considered to be one of the best at what you do.
Here's the rush. He's hit as he throws. Intercepted by Stacy Talan. The 25, the 30, the 40, left side 50. Down to the 40, down to the 30. Nobody close. All the way. Touchdown Raiders!
But hard-nosed Howie is not without a sense of humor. Take, for example, the time he invaded the Seattle Seahawks offensive huddle and walked off with their water bottle.
I was a bit frustrated, and our water boys are like, the rest of the team. They're just, they were probably talking to someone up in the stands during the timeout, and we hadn't gotten any water out. So I walked into their huddle and took their water from their water boy and said, give me that bottle. They really don't deserve it. They haven't done anything today. It was all in a joke, really. They kind of liked it.
For Howie Long, the thrill of the kill is secondary to the challenge of the chase.
I haven't seen many quarterbacks maiming people, so, I think they're kind of an afterthought. I think the justification and the real moment of glory is when you beat that man in front of you to get to the quarterback. And if a quarterback's not too squirmy about it, I really don't try to hit him that hard. I'm not a violent type of person, I abhor violence. It just makes me ill. It's right up there with beats. Ugh. I really just don't like violence, but sometimes, they hit that switch, and it just, I get that kind of, they call it Howie time. My teammates call it Howie time, and I kind of get that faraway look where I see through people.
When Howard Long lapses into his particular brand of tunnel vision, there's rarely any light at the end of it for Raider opponents.
he's a guy that you hate to play against him, but from a coach's standpoint, you admire the guy and just wish he was on your football team.
Elway setting up. Big rush coming. He's buried for the third sacking of the day. Might have fumbled. He did. Raiders recovered. Raiders recovered. Elway was just snowed under. There was too much defensive push.
If you take everything into consideration, both run and pass, Howie Long's the best defensive lineman in football.
Howie Long, quintessential crunch time.
The key to it is hustle. If I don't hustle as much as I should have during the game, I go home at night and I really, really lose a lot of sleep over it. I like to think of myself as being relentless. You know, I like to be thought of as being that way. Relentless. I like that word.
And to stay with the theme, that great Howie segment, your Raider quote of the day. Sports ideally teach discipline and commitment. They challenge you and build character for everything you do in life. Words from the Hall of Famer, number 75, Howie Long. Have a kick-ass Thursday, Raider Nation. Go out there, grab it by the fucking throat and make it your bitch. Fuck this a zombie apocalypse. Be safe. Do what you're supposed to do. Wash your hands. But live your goddamn life, man. Just be safe out there. Social distance, stay home, do whatever you're supposed to do for your area to keep you and your family safe. I'll see you right back here. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. I'm out. Peace, love. Raider Nation.